Alright guys, welcome to the second in this WWE 2K17 5 Things series, where today we're taking a look at 5 more things we want to see return in WWE 2K17. First up on our list we have a game mode that we've not seen since WWE 12 in Road to WrestleMania. Now this was originally the big story mode of the SmackDown vs Raw series, giving players the chance to play through custom stories for some of WWE's biggest names, as well as occasionally throwing in the ability to play through a custom story as a superstar of your own choosing. The storylines themselves were a little hit and miss, with some being realistic and others being kind of out there, especially with the likes of Undertaker transforming superstars into green zombies. Yeah, that actually happened. Regardless, the stories were entertaining, and some of them were even written by WWE's own writing staff, leaving most fans happy, although some would complain at the selection of superstars chosen to have custom stories. Unfortunately, with the release of WWE 13, Road to WrestleMania was dropped in favour of the historical mode recalling the days of the Attitude Era. Then in 2K14 we've seen 30 years of WrestleMania, and since then we've continued to see historically themed modes with the 2K Showcase. As cool as Showcase mode is to relive certain feuds, it'd be really cool to see 2K revisit Road to WrestleMania and provide some custom stories for fans to play through in the process, something that we don't already know the outcome to, and that'll keep us entertained, as opposed to reliving events that we've already seen play out and know the outcome to.
Put the boogeyman inside that casket.
Second on our list isn't so much a mode, but it is something well missed by fans in Match Creator. Now this was such a simple feature, but it made for some great fun by allowing users to customize each of the match types available in the game and put their own spin on things. So for example, you can do something simple like select a tables match and enable a flaming table modifier so the match can only be won when someone is driven through a flaming table. Alternately, you can go a little more in depth and create a special guest referee, Extreme Rules, Last Man Standing 2 out of 3 falls match. As good as this feature was, these days it would be even more beneficial due to the lack of match types on next gen, as it allows players to customize matches themselves and bring back some of the missing match types that aren't available in the selection screen. Up next on the list we have one of the most requested features to return in that of the replay editor, which allow players to pause the game and then replay the last 20 seconds or so, adjusting the camera angles, focusing on certain players, and then being able to either save replays locally or even upload them straight to YouTube. Not only was this a great feature to save some of your gaming highlights, but it also gave creators a phenomenal tool to create their own custom scenes and piece them together to create their own YouTube shows like universe modes, tribute videos, extreme moments, and so much more. Next on the list is a mode that right now makes a lot of sense, as WWE have just announced they'll be reintroducing the brand split, so why not bring back GM mode? Again, this is a mode that we've not seen since the days of the SmackDown vs Raw series, when Raw and SmackDown were competing against each other, but it allowed players to choose a show to run and then decide who they wanted to sign in order to create some of the biggest matchups and gain ratings to compete against the WWE's other shows. In this day and age, the idea of GM mode brings up some amazing opportunities, as not only could you be competing against shows offline, but you could also have online elements that track your progress against that of your friends to see who has the biggest TV ratings, compare rosters, and even allow your friends to rate shows. Alternately, as opposed to reintroducing this feature as a full mode, a lot of GM mode's elements would actually fit inside Universe mode, allowing players to set GMs for each of their shows, signing free agents, comparing ratings, and even holding superstar drafts. The final item on this list is one that I'm longing to see return, as are a lot of people, in none other than Story Designer. Not only was this a huge mode that allowed players to create and tell their own stories within the WWE universe, but it also allowed the stories to be uploaded and shared online via community creations, meaning the game had an endless number of stories that you could download and play through, giving you incredible replayability unseen in any other game. The options available allow players to not only select matchups and place scenes in between them, but also edit those scenes, change camera angles, add sound effects, facial expressions, and even add their own custom text to tell a story. You could also edit superstars' starting health for matchups, allowing players to start with low health if you'd just seen them attacked in a previous scene, which allowed for some nice continuity, as well as setting different health stages as triggers to start certain events such as select commentary lines. Unfortunately, this mode was removed for the jump to next gen, and even removed from last gen versions of the game, leaving behind a huge void that is still felt within the community, as not only was it once again used to create in-game stories, but again it was used as a pivotal mode by so many YouTubers to create their own custom shows. So please, 2K, I'm begging you, bring it back. Anyway guys, that brings us to the end of today's 5 things, but let me know your thoughts on this list and which of these modes you most want to see return in WWE 2K17, as well as your own custom 5 things you most want to see. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you could leave a like rating and make sure to subscribe for lots more WWE 2K17 content in the lead up to release and beyond. Until next time, I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.